how long do you think a first date should be? Like hours.
That's a good question. And see, like my thing is that like I don't put rules or like regulations or anything on anything. Like
How do you thrive? Like, yeah.
and because I'm like I feel like when you put pressure and I see all these different people talking about how like there should be
Yeah.
like leave early so that like he's wanting you more. I'm like
Mhm.
I don't want to play mind games. Like I won't put like if I'm having a great time with you,
Mhm.
what I will say is I will not take like a guy home with me on a first date. Like I
Yeah,
will not go
same.
home with him. But like there's times where I've been on a first date and we're there for like an hour and I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah.
Get me out of
Yeah.
here. But if we're
I feel
like
you're
vibing,
oh, the 2-hour timer hasn't gone off yet. Let's like suffer through another
I'm like,
hour.
oh.
Yeah. Tell me more about
Who's
your
that time?
crypto,
Like, my
please.
roommate's crying at home. Her roommate just broke up with her.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend just broke up with her. But yeah, I don't know. Like if it's a really great first date and they're like, oh, like let's go grab a drink somewhere else, 100% I would.
Cool.
So I
yeah.
would say like it just depends on how it's going. And like that's almost like the advice is I'm like don't ever put rules on yourself other than like maybe for like self-respect. Like
Sure.
if you don't
Yeah,
wanna,
yeah.
like,
What your
hook up with someone on a
boundaries.
yeah,
What your boundaries are.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what would you say?
I feel like for me, I have so many girlfriends that like they're going on like 8-hour first dates. And then they never hear from guys again. And so part of me is like, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Like, not that, like, obviously, if like you're
Oh.
going to go out with someone, like, whatever, clearly that was
Yeah.
not ever going to be a match anyways. And like, there's nothing you could have done to avoid that. But for me, like, I think like if it's like somebody I'm meeting off of like a dating app for the first time, maybe this is because I'm so distrusting. I'm like, anybody can put on like a razzle dazzle, like, vibe for like an afternoon or like an evening. And so I really need to like a slow burn and like to see somebody consistently over time. And so I prefer to like not have it go more than like maybe a couple hours. Like it have to be like pretty spectacular and unique for me to like, because also usually when I'm planning around a first date, like I will do like like a weekday evening or like a weekend, like afternoon or something maybe. Like I'm not giving, you got to work for the prime time slot, you know?
That's so
like
true.
that's, and also like, of course, like doing comedy in that too. Like I have a new boyfriend now. So like I don't have to navigate some of that so much anymore. But like, it's, I think like people like, not that it's a mistake to go on, like if that's what felt good in the moment and that's like what you wanted to do, then like pop off, get it. But I just think it's like, I don't know. Like I just don't think somebody deserves that much of your time.
8 hours, like, and I've never.
That's extreme. That's extreme.
Like, or even like, but like, I'm like talking like night, like if it's really terrible, okay, maybe an hour. But if we're like really vibing and say we went out at 9 and I get home by 11, like that's a lot of time for me. 2 hours out of my night, like that's pretty good.
Yeah, and you're still home.
Yeah,
You're still home to try and quit nicotine.
Yeah.